Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day. Just had the chance to watch the latest Star Trek Lower Decks, Starbase 80, and this is easily my favorite episode so far this season. Some of the previous episodes this season I've enjoyed, but they've had elements I didn't enjoy. Maybe it was a B plot or something. It was a bit hit or miss thing, overall good, but this is one where I really have nothing to say on the negative side. I enjoyed every little bit of it. After an away mission to a water-based world, the Cerritos needs to put in for repairs as their navigation system has been damaged, and sadly the closest starbase is the infamous Starbase 80. They go aboard the rundown, severely out of date, chaotic and goofy and somewhat unruly, largely forgotten Federation starbase, and that is where all of our shenanigans begin, trying to find the chief engineer, fixing things along the way, getting a look at all the different elements that comprise this disaster of a station, and also dealing with what Mariner at first believes is the curse of Starbase 80. Turns out to be something from the Cerritos relating to their away mission, and ends up being kind of an interesting plot in itself. A lot of the humor lands, and we find that Starbase 80 really is just this forgotten, wayward place that is a place for second chances for a lot of the misfits. And it presents the station in a new light, and how a lot of the problems that they have is just because they are constantly on the very bottom of the list of priorities, and they're doing the best they can with the situation that they're in. And so overall I thought it worked, and I think one of the things I love and what I've kind of figured out, especially in re-watching earlier seasons of Lower Decks and then watching this episode, I think the episodes that I like the most are ones that if you took the exact same plot but rewrote it entirely, tonally, for a more straight, serious Star Trek, like take this plot and just rewrite it for, say, TNG, it would still work completely. Just the jokes would be mostly out, the tonally, the writing would change, but overall the general premise and the general plot would still work and function and feel perfectly suited. And I think that's what I like the best, are the episodes that take a very Star Trek tried and true idea or story and just do a comedic version of that, rather than something that starts off as something that is just a silly comedy, then tries to integrate Star Trek into that silliness. I think those are the ones that work the best, the ones that you could see this, a non-comedic version of it, being a more straight Star Trek episode and working. And that's the ones, again, that I think find that sweet spot, and why those ones are the ones that really work for me for Lower Decks, rather than some episodes that I don't like. So this for me is my favorite so far this series, because I think it found just the right balance and tone, and overall it was just an enjoyable way to spend half an hour as a Star Trek fan. So I thought it was really good, and looking forward to next week.